Up next, New Orleans Gold finished last season with a 10-5-1 record, 51 points, practically missed the playoffs by technically half a game. Um, Now, this is going to be an interesting team to dissect and preview. Um, I don't think a lot of NOLA fans are going to enjoy my assessment of the team. On paper, again, it's a team that's bringing back a lot of the squad that made it to 10-5-1, very close to the playoffs, but they've also lost some very important pieces of the team, which I feel is going to hurt NOLA the most. We'll talk about that as we go through the video. Let's focus first of all on the biggest change for NOLA. New head coach Kane Thompson. He was the assistant coach for the last 3 years for NOLA. Has now been promoted to head coach. A former New Zealand rugby player. Spent time playing in his native country for the Highlanders, as well as spent a couple years playing in Japan for the Cannon Eagles before moving over to America. Coming back to NOLA Gold, let's start with Cam Dolan. Last year of his contract, 31-year-old number 8. He is currently the most capped member of the American national men's team, the Eagles, with 58 caps. He's had a storied college career, four-time collegiate All-American at Life University. While at the Eagles, he has 11 tries in his career as an Eagle. Last year, he scored 5 tries for NOLA. A lot of experience, a lot of leadership on the pitch with Cam Dolan. Carl Meyer, coming back for his final year of his contract, 30-year-old fullback center, scored 65 points for NOLA last year, 2 tries, 11 conversions, 11 penalty kicks. South African born, a fun player to watch. He has a lot of international experience, played in South Africa, played in Wales for the Dragons, played on a few rugby 10s teams as well. A good experienced player to have. Damian Stevens coming back for his second year, 26-year-old scrum half, scored 32 points for NOLA, 1 try, 6 conversions, 5 penalty goals. He was a good backup for Carl Myers, who suffered quite a few injuries during the 2021 season. Damian Stevens is a Namibian born international player, has played for the Namibian national team during the Rugby World Cup in Japan in 2019. Dino Waldron is coming back. He's in his second year of his contract. 30-year-old prop, scored 2 tries, was selected as a first-team All-MLR for the prop position. JP Duplessis is coming back, second year of his contract. 30-year-old center, scored 2 tries. He spent his prior years playing for San Diego. While he was there in 2019, he was actually voted the MLR Back of the Year. Another very talented member of the New Orleans team coming back. We also have Pat O'Toole, second year of his contract. 26-year-old hooker, scored 7 tries for NOLA. And then Brian Nault is coming back, 24-year-old prop. He was actually, New Orleans traded up in the 2021 draft in the 2020 draft with the Guillotines for their second round draft pick to get Brian Nault. So highly touted collegiate player. New Orleans really wanted him, so they traded up to grab him. He's coming back for his second year with the team. When you're looking at some of the new additions, NOLA went very young. Chase Shore Haskin, another player that they traded up for in the 2021 draft. He was they traded up for Rooney, Rugby New York's position. First round pick, Chase Shore Haskin was the 6th overall pick to come over. Another player with a very huge college pedigree was at Life University. He won 2 collegiate titles in 2018 and 2019. Aaron Matthews traded over from Seattle for their 5th pick in the 2021 draft. 24-year-old center and winger. And then Harry Wheeler, a very interesting player and one to watch out for. 24-year-old winger, played with Atlanta briefly in the 2020 season and then left, even though it was a truncated season anyways, he left a little early to train for the Olympics with the Sevens team in hopes of making it over to the Olympics, but unfortunately he was not able to play in the Olympics. He did end up playing for the Sevens team later. he has, again, another player with a huge collegiate pedigree, went to Life University 2016 to 2019, led Life University 3 championships out of 4 straight appearances, was also awarded in 2018 the Rudy Schultz Wasada Award, which is awarded to the most outstanding collegiate player in the United States. So again, a lot of players coming back, a lot of young talent coming back. But now let's go over the key losses for New Orleans. And you can't go any bigger than losing Julian Dominguez, the very talented winger, going over to Austin in a trade. Most tries scored for New Orleans. Kyle Bailey, he was traded for a second-round draft pick. And then, of course, the Wolverine. We just talked about him with the Free Jacks. Holden Younger going over to New England. So 3 huge players that are going to be missing from New Orleans. And then the unfortunate news that Andrew Guerrera, who was supposed to come back, 23-year-old backer, he was the first-round pick for New Orleans, 10th overall in the 2020 draft, named Rookie of the Year in 2021, unfortunately suffered an injury late in the 2021 season. He is still struggling with recovering from that injury, and he will not be coming back in 2022. They are hoping that he comes back in 2023. But again, another very talented player that New Orleans will not have. So you look at those pieces that New Orleans has lost. Unfortunately, I don't feel that they've replaced them with the same value. I think, especially when you look at the teams that we still have yet to preview, Rugby New York, Atlanta, New Orleans is going to struggle mightily. Now, I don't feel they'll end up at the bottom of the Eastern Conference, but they're definitely not going to be in the playoff run in 2022. Now, again, just like when we talked about the Free Jacks, I could be proven wrong. We'll see. But New Orleans is definitely going to have to work really hard in 2022.